Hi, my name is Nunziata, and I'm a New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and I'm also a proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am thrilled to be speaking with a friend of mine, the award-winning director, writer, choreographer, Jessica Redish. For more on Jessica, you can read more about her right below this video, but in the meantime, here is a sneak peek at the incredible talent of Jessica Redish.
It's so flaky.
Can I help you?
Thank you so much. I'll have the I'll have a pumpernickel bagel.
Anything on that?
Schmear.
That'll be $4.97.
Well, hello, Jessica. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Well, I'm so excited to see you. My dear, dear friend. You're an award-winning director, writer, choreographer. You are one of the most talented people I've ever worked with and know. And you are right now killing it in Los Angeles after, just killing it in Chicago, New York, all across the country. The audience just got a little sneak peek of your short film, The Last Croissant, that recently won for you Best Director at the Atlanta Comedy Festival. I mean, of course you did. You're a winner.
Thank you.
Going to LA, when did you realize, Jess? I mean, you have such an amazing career in theater as a director and a choreographer. When did you know that you wanted to take that leap?
Sure. Thank you. Well, I was running a theater company in Chicago, and we had a lot of successful musicals. And on off nights, I would host singer-songwriters, and I started directing their music videos. And finally, I got a grant to study music video at NYFA in New York. There's the Rolling Stone music video program. And I took the classes, and I kind of thought I would be ready to film my Broadway show when it turned into a movie. And I just kept getting work in film. Like, it just kind of took off. And so looking back at my theater work, it was always very visual. And that's what film is. It's visual storytelling. It's telling stories with pictures. So, it was just an easy sort of transition, I'll say. And then, I started doing music videos in New York, some with a narrative bent. And then I choreographed one out in LA in February of 2017, and the sun was out and the crews were just incredible. And I thought, all right, I'm going.
But see, you put that energy out there, Jess. You're one of those artists and people out there that, the power of manifestation and putting that vibration and energy out there, but you also do the work. And you've always had a cinematic mind in whatever you've touched. And just to see how much you're thriving out there in Los Angeles, I mean, you have so many people on the East Coast rooting for you. And as you continue to thrive, but I want to know, Jess, with the short film in particular, I want to know how you got into that specific genre within the world of cinema.
Sure. I think, Shakespeare says brevity is the soul of all wit, and I think like sometimes just letting a joke do its work, is fast. I am writing features now. I am writing longer shorts. I have a short I'm working on called Cat, about a woman who signs up for a dating coaching service in search of her soulmate and ends up marrying a cat. And
of course,
that's going to be longer than my other work. So it's about probably be around 8 to 10 minutes. So just trying to extend and extrapolate what I'm doing actually now. And I have a feature I'm writing as well, so that I hope to shoot in the next couple of years. So I am hoping to expand. What's nice about the shorts at this point is that they're very producible. They're really kind of, fun energy, and with comedy especially, I've learned like you want to edit quickly, you want to make sure you're not overthinking jokes. So sometimes the short form just helps with that, and I've had a lot of success with it.
Well, look at, you're someone that is such an acclaimed director for film now, but also of the stage. And as you know, being a great director of the theater, editing is everything. And I just wish I could eavesdrop in on you in that editing room, because you have this arsenal from the theater in your theater background. It's not only running a theater company, but directing and staging these shows, and to be able to then traverse into cinema. It seems like, for those who know you, the next step.
Thank you. Yes, I say that film and theater, they're both romance languages, but they're different. It's like I speak Spanish, I know Spanish pretty well, and I feel like film for me has been learning French. Like, it's close, but they are just different enough that, for example, in theater, you can have two brilliant actors and a bench, and you can take people all over the world, And in film, it's very reportorial, so you really need to create that visually. And that's been interesting, learning curve for me. And you go, you know what? And you need the crews, like you really need people to build that out for you. So it's been interesting.
Well, Jess, and I can't wait for people to not only read more about you below this video, but to go on your website and to search for all of the films that you've been attached to as both a writer and a director and a choreographer, because not only do you have a sense of beautiful movement about your work, but you have a sense of whimsy and play. And, having worked with you as both when I was performing and also as a director, I see the show we did together right behind you,
Okay.
Reconceivement of John Kander and Fred Ebb's The Act, which you did such brilliant work with, building dances on Tony Award winners and just helping me as director get the ship into port more than you'll ever know. I just love how singular your voice is, Jess. And, and I'm your friend, and of course I'm going to root for you no matter what, but I'm being very upfront. You have, again, it's a sense of whimsy. It's a sense of, it's not esoteric, but like the theater where you rely on the audience to reach into their highest intelligence. I feel like you do that in a way, but still relatable.
Thank you. That's funny. Yeah, that's what people say about The Last Croissant and my other latest work, AIRWAY, which is a sequel to it, which I'll be releasing this fall. But yeah, and I tap into basically, my own fears, anxieties, and dare I say, neuroses. And everyone goes, "Oh, I'm that person too." They have a story about the last pastry in the case, and it's nice to know that I'm not alone.
Well, I mean, we can unpack many of our therapy sessions over the phone, but we won't do that for the audience.
We won't do that for the public. But yeah, no, it's been a cool journey to go, because as a theater artist, especially, I love interpreting other people's work as well. And then to find your own voice and to hear that people really resonate with it is really cool.
Well, just all of your work as a creator of theater, of film, is transcendent. And it's a word I've been using a lot with artists, but it's true when the art is great, but storytelling is storytelling, and great storytelling is great storytelling. I think about the work that you're doing and will continue to do, and not only getting more eyeballs on it here in the United States, but around the world, and potential collaborators as well. So, joining FENIX, there's an opportunity there to do so. How does that, as an artist, excite you? Or
Oh man, it gives me arm chills. I mean, it's so interesting because The Last Croissant has gone to the UK. It's played Holland. It just got recruited for Brazil. So it's interesting. And comedy is cultural, so it was interesting to find that it still resonated elsewhere. Yeah, no, I mean, I was planning to start some global collaborations before 2020. So yeah, I would love that. I mean, when I choreographed the Smashing Pumpkins tour, which played all over the world and at Madison Square Garden, I would get DMs from people in London and Italy and say, you made me cry, your work made me cry. And that just hit me right here, just to know I'm just dancing in a studio, making it work, and you're moved by it somewhere else around the world. I mean, that feels just like a great expansion of what I've done here in the States.
Well, you continue to do it, my friend, and I'm so thrilled for everything that you continue to do to inspire and entertain people, especially in a time, now more than ever. And I'm so grateful for your time, and I love you, my friend, and I'm so grateful to have been able to reconnect recently. As you know, the noise of New York, get me to LA.
I love you, friend. Thank you for having me.
Bye.
In the digital age, artists and bands struggle to make a living. In fact, only a small number of artists can live off their craft. For the 98% of artists that don't have the luxury of being signed to a label, it's tough. But artists deserve to live off their art. Wherever you are around the world, appreciation of music does not change. FENIX brings bands and their fans together, whilst allowing bands to properly monetize their passion. The FENIX app will directly connect bands and fans with no need for middlemen. We're utilizing the blockchain to give the power back to the artists once and for all. Join FENIX, join the change.